Hello everyone, this is Fei Tong, the Senior Operation Manager from Huawei HMS Core product team. Today it is my great honor to have the chance to introduce Huawei HMS Core Game Solution to you. So let us see how could we create the immersive game world together. First of all, let me introduce HMS ecosystem. What is HMS? The full name is Huawei Mobile Service. It is a collection of open capabilities provided by Huawei for our app developers, encompassing open HMS apps, HMS Core, and HMS Connect, as well as the relevant IDE tools for development and testing. HMS Core as a core component of HMS ecosystem. It opens up Huawei's excellent chip device cloud capabilities for global developers, enabling them to innovate and provide high-quality content and services for users. Our HMS Core is working on various types of devices, including mobile phones, tablet, PC, watch, and others. Since August last year, we formally released HMS Core 3.0. We continuously devote resources on the development and innovation of HMS Core. In the middle of this year, we released the latest version, HMS Core 5.0. The new version, HMS Core 5.0, has 56 capabilities in 7 domains to meet the various requirements from our developers to decrease your cost and time on development. These 7 domains include app services, which is a quite popular capabilities for developers, which you always require, such as IAP and advertisement. Second, graphics. It is a special design for apps, especially games, which require high graphics performance. System is for network acceleration and system performance improvement. In media domain, we have video, audio, and other relevant media capabilities, such as a digital right management. Another domain is smart device. It is for the interaction between multiple devices. AI, it is quite a hot topic everywhere, and it could also work for each vertical industry, especially for game. Security is to guarantee your app is working in a safe environment and protect your data. Meanwhile, IDE and tools could make your development, integration, and testing easier. In game domain, we could provide 4 categories of capabilities. These 4 categories include graphics development to improve graphics rendering performance. The network acceleration could improve your game experience. The game innovation, which could provide some innovative features such as AR and AI. And the last but not least is monetization and operation, which could help you to monetize your game easily with precise operation. Now let me introduce these 4 categories one by one. The first category is graphics development. In graphics domain, we could provide 3 major capabilities: SceneCade, SageCade, and Graphics Profiler. SceneCade as a lightweight 3D graphics rendering engine. It could provide the rendering plugins which could be adaptive to Cocos and Unity. It is quite light and easy to use, so it could simplify the graphics development. In device which already has HMS Core, it only needs about 100 KB additional SDK package size to be added for basic rendering functions. So that's how light it is. And SageCade. SageCade could provide graphics-intensive rendering framework based on Vulkan and rendering components. It is special designed for large-scale 3D games for better graphics quality with toolchain and cutting-edge technologies. Graphics Profiler, the last one, is a set of chip-side-based graphical testing and profiling tools. One thing is quite important is all of them could support the major version of Android devices, So it's not just to support Huawei devices. Based on the best practice on Vulkan, SageKit could optimize your rendering effects by multi-threaded rendering solution. It could also support a high-definition PBR shading capability to create the realistic material effects. With HDR10 screen, it could also optimize the display effects. We cooperated with NetEase. I'm not sure if you know NetEase. It is quite famous in China. NetEase, we cooperated with NetEase on their strategic level game this year. It proved in their game that SageKit could improve frame rate by at least 15% and decrease consumption by 12%. SageKit could also provide rendering components which are adapted with Unreal, if you know Unreal, the UE4 engine. And also it could work for the other game engines in the near future, such as Unity. We have few components, such as static super resolution component, which could make your screenshots in games more clear. So your players could share your screenshots from the games to the Facebook and other social media. Another component is volume clouds. Volume clouds could allow you to create cloud scene easily and flexibly. You could even add a rabbit model to make the cloud looks like a rabbit. Now let me show you how the gorgeous cloud scene created by Huawei Volume Clouds component from NetEase game. That's a demo from the NetEase game. So you can see, with light change, the clouds show the different lighting and shading effects. So it means that our volume cloud component could easily help you to create the light under the different lighting and shading conditions. Yeah, I hope that you could see this video fluently. It's not stalking because the internet connection is not quite good. Yeah, now it's getting to be dark in the evening. Okay. After SageKit, now let me introduce ThinkCade. ThinkCade provides various rendering plugins for Unity and Cocos, such as Default Plus and ray tracing. So you know the rare pipeline default is a default technology for today's rendering project, which allows developers create games with much better graphics quality. However, on the mobile end, default consumes a large amount of memory bandwidth, which is an overhead that the mobile end cannot bear. So ThinkCade provides the Default Plus technology, which perfectly solves the problems of the rare pipeline on the mobile device and helps improve the game quality on it. Now let me show you the demo. So on the left side, you could see the demo is under more than 80 lights and dozens of different materials. But in this demo, actually, the frame rate is up to 30. So the frame rate is still quite good. And on the right side, you can see the floor has a good mirror reflection effect. This mirror effect is provided by ray tracing plugin from ThinkCade. So our ray tracing plugin could trace the path of light and produce incredible realistic lighting effects. On the device side, power consumption and performance are the main factors that restrict image quality. Therefore, many device-side games have to sacrifice the image quality for power consumption or performance. For example, a large number of resources are tailored. However, during rendering, many objects are not actually rendered because they are blocked outside the picture. If these objects can be removed in advance, the image quality will not be affected, and the rendering efficiency will be greatly improved. Therefore, Syncate proposes the good culling solution. This solution solves two problems. The first problem is that the bounding box is too large to be effectively tailored due to static batching in engines, such as the Unity engine. And the second is, in some scenarios with severe occlusion problems, the good culling fully utilizes CPU resources to remove occlusion DCs. No pre-processing is required, and there's no popping problems of traditional latent OC. Okay. Another one, easy supersampling. Easy supersampling could make the 360p graphics looks as nearly same as original 720p to increase frame rate by 30%. One thing I would like to emphasize is it is not like the other super resolution solution, which could only work on high-end devices with NPU. It is not dependent on AI, so it could support the middle to low-end devices without NPU, still improve the graphics performance and quality by this easy supersampling plugin. So we can see in these two pictures, the original one and the after processing one, which looks nearly same, no picture loose. Okay, LOD, the full name is Levels of Detail. This technology could help you decrease the requirement of hardware on mobile devices for rendering the wide view graphics. But to create a few LOD meshes is quite complicated, and it requires quite a lot of development resources and time. With slim LOD technology provided by Syncate, you could easily create the LOD in smaller size to decrease the triangle count and increase the frame rate by about 10% with nearly no loss on picture quality and no extra package size increase. Another thing which is quite good is you also don't need to change your workflow by using this plugin. So you can see from this picture we got from a NetEase game. The left side is the original one, and the right side is a graphics performance after slim LOD is using. So you can see actually it looks nearly same, and actually the frame rate is quite good. Our graphics profiler could help you quickly locate and resolve problems when developing graphics intensive apps. It has two tools now. First one is frame profiler for frame analysis. By capturing consecutive frames and analyzing the rendering pipelines frame by frame, Frame Profiler breaks down the call relationships and visualizes and maps the relationships between input and output allocation. So you can identify, locate, and resolve app rendering problems easily. Another one, System Profiler. It is for offline hardware performance monitoring. It could monitor CPU, GPU, memory, and other hardware for all system data. We will also provide a real-time profiler in the near future. It will give you real-time tracking capability on the performance and consumptions. And these tools, all of this side of the graphics profiler tools could work on both Android and Linux apps, not just the Huawei phones. Okay, now let us come to the second category, network acceleration. So as you know, as one of the top telecom suppliers, Huawei provides end-to-end network acceleration solution for our game developers to increase your game influencing experience. So if we have this solution, maybe now the video quality is much better, okay. In a short distance, we provide a nearby service based on Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. On the telco network, we provide a wireless kit for wireless network quality monitoring and HQuick kit for protocol optimization. We will also provide network kit and RTN service in the future for further improvement and on the network experience. First one is Huawei Nearby Service. It is one of the easy integrated capabilities. In the easiest scenarios, you only need about 30 lines, 30 codes to integrate it. It is working on all Android devices. It could apply to two scenarios in games. One is fast face-to-face grouping by one click. By calling the nearby service capability, the device could find the people nearby and connect them via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth in a short time. And another one is you could add the face-to-face multiplayer gaming function in your games. Then players could play your games even in the places with no internet by short distance connection, such as on the airplane. HQuick. HQuick Kit is one capability which could make your game have better patch downloading and page loading speeds. It even works in a poor network connection. In our testing result, it helps reduce loading latency by about 20% on average compared to the traditional HTTP protocol. Yeah, we can see the result on the right side of the screen. And the same as Nearby Service, HQuickKit also supports all Android devices with Android 5.0 and above. It could work on mainstream CDNs such as Akamai and Cloudflare. If you're already integrated with Google CoreNet, which is a similar product as HQuickKit, you only need about 30 minutes to replace Google CoreNet by Huawei HQuickKit. Okay, the next part is game innovation. Huawei has advanced AR capabilities for AR game innovation. We could use Huawei AR Engine to add interactive and innovative functions in our games. So now let me show you the major capabilities of Huawei AR Engine we could use in our games. Okay, we can see the first demo on the left side is body tracking. You can see the cartoon girl is dancing following the girl in black t-shirt. And the second one, this second one, it is from one game in China. We cooperated with this game company to provide this function in their games. So you can see the character in the game could also do the same expression as what the real person is doing. And also another one is hand tracking. We could also track hands motion accurately to control the game, such as this game. You can control it to shoot an arrow. And another one, yeah, you can see this one. So you can see we could also track the environment. So help you to track the motion. And so AR Engine could make us create some multiplayer online battle arena game based on this accurate motion tracking. And it also provides a cloud anchor capability. So that's why in the demo on the right top, two players could shoot in one scene from different directions. So our AR Engine could also recognize objects in the real environment. So that's why in the demo on the right bottom side, you can see from this demo, the cartoon panda could step onto the Lego blocks. These Lego blocks are real, okay? So the panda could recognize it and step on it, not pass through it. Okay, another one is our ML machine learning kit. So for game developers who is planning to publish your games in foreign countries, you could use Huawei ML kit, the machine learning kit, for auto translation. So it is quite good to be used for short dialogues or manual and setting translation. So it could save your localization cost. And another one is in the game servers with multi-country players. Players could use the machine learning kit capability to convert voice to text for multiple languages. For example, the French player could send a voice in French to his German group friend, and then the German will receive the text in German. So it means that actually it could help for these scenarios. But this function could only working on Huawei devices. Yeah. Okay, the last but not least part is monetization and operation. Huawei provides comprehensive capabilities to support you for faster monetization and process operation. Huawei Account Kit is one of our star products in HMS Core. So it is quite popular that about 60% of the game developers integrated with Huawei Account Kit. Till end of last year, there are about 720 million users globally using Huawei accounts. And you can see the overseas user numbers is doubled every year in the last 3 years. Next is PushKit. You could use PushKit to send messages to users via unified notification center in their devices. It is one of the efficient way for promotion and process operation. It could help you call your users to be back to your games by sending their latest promotion or reminder messages. Here is one of our successful case from TikTok. I'm not sure if you know TikTok, which is now I think is already quite popular everywhere. So after TikTok integrated with Huawei PushKit, the message delivery rate is increased by 60% for non-active users and 20% for active users. It effectively increased the DAU, the daily active user, by about 5%. We have one-stop analysis platform which could help developers efficiently analyze your users, your products, and revenue based on flexible event reports and data. It could also work with PushKit, the one I just introduced, to push group messages to the predefined user groups, such as the VIP user group. Huawei has comprehensive in-app payment capability with all of the functions you may need, such as the flexible order management and subscription management. So with the Huawei IAP capabilities, the only thing you need to do is to design your products with prices and call our IAP user interfaces. And all of the configuration and settings support multiple languages and currencies for major countries, including Russia. And in the last 2 years, we are dedicated in expanding our IAP channels. Till now, we already supported all of the most popular bank systems, such as Visa, MasterCard, Amex, and JCB. We are also partnering with more than 63 global operators to provide direct carrier billing. So you know the direct carrier billing, it allows users to pay from their mobile airtime. It is quite convenient for the countries where a lot of users are not willing or can't bind their bank card online. We also provide Huawei points, which could be used in about 123 countries. And we are partnering with global mainstream online payment channels, such as PayPal. Before end of this year, if you sign the game joint operation agreement with us and release your games in Huawei App Gallery, you could get quite a big gift. So what's this big gift? The original revenue share percentage on IP was 30 to 70. Huawei gets 30. And now, if you sign the game joint operation agreement with us now, and we will only share half. So we will only share 15% of the revenue in the first 2 years, after the joint operation agreement is signed. Okay. So if you would like to join us, please join it now. It's a good time. For another monetization method is advertisement. Huawei builds one-stop advertisement services for developers. In our ads platform, advertiser could easily manage the budget, deliver your ads, and also monitor the ads effects. So developers could also easily match your ads slot to receive ads and analyze your ads revenue. And we are building our ads ecosystem based on Huawei OAID. OAID, which is quite a safe and unique ID of each mobile device. And we are cooperating with third-party ads monitoring companies such as Adjust and AppsFlyer to make our ads ecosystem more efficient and visible to all of the developers. Okay, that's all. Thanks for your listening. So if you would like to know more about HMS Huawei mobile service, you could scan the QR code and visit Huawei HMS Core website. And you can even download the demo and get the code from our website. Cool. Okay, now I think it's a question and answer time, and let me hand over to the moderator.
Thank you for your talk. It was quite interesting. Unfortunately, we almost don't have time for questions. I would probably ask one. I was quite impressed by results of using your plugins that optimize rendering. Do you have any kind of cases? Can you tell us some games that used that plugins?
As what I show you in the presentation, actually we are partnering with one of the top games content providers, a game company named NetEase. I'm not sure if you know NetEase.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It is,
I know them pretty good.
Yeah. So we, you know that from CGKit and also the ThinkKit, we are partnering with them and provide this rendering components and plugins to improve their graphics quality, such as the Cloud Sea, the video I just showed to everyone. That's also we got from NetEase game. Yeah. So in China, we already partnered with Chinese top gamer companies on the graphics domain.
Okay, cool.
And